As you saw in our last video, we straight piped my F80 M3. And today, we're fixing a bad decision. Hey, this is Bryan. Thanks for watching Kies Motorsports. If you like our videos, give us a thumbs up, make sure to subscribe, and check us out at KiesMotorsports.com. If you saw our last video, you will know that this F80 M3 is currently straight piped, and it sounds completely ridiculous. Now, this sounds amazing for the first 15 minutes, but after that, it just gets painful. Now, you may be thinking, why in the world did you straight pipe your F80 M3? Well, if you followed our channel for any length of time, you will know that my car came with stock exhaust. Then we upgraded to M4 GTS exhaust. Then we put the stock exhaust back on. And then I took the car to AWE to help develop a new exhaust that is kind of secret, so don't tell anybody. Now, when you're designing a new exhaust from scratch, it typically takes a little while. So my car has been living at AWE, but I needed the car back to go to a G80, G82 release party, and they wanted to have my F80 M3 there. Now, this wouldn't normally be a problem, but because we're in a development program, my current exhaust was in 3 pieces. So I needed to bring an exhaust with me to put on the car to drive home. And well, the only one that fit in the car was my M4 GT4 exhaust, which is a complete straight pipe. Now, if you're looking for that absolute insanity, be sure to click here to see the video on what it sounds like. And while it sounds really, really cool when you first start M4 GT4 exhaust, after 15 minutes, it gives you a throbbing headache, and it's just embarrassing when you're trying to go somewhere and your car is just so loud like it's on a racetrack. So today, we're gonna install something more practical. A full Akrapovic exhaust. For a week. So that being said, for the next week while I have the car before it goes back to AWE, we are going extremely practical, and we're going to install a full titanium exhaust from Akrapovic. So let's get it installed and see if it tames the beast. So here on the floor, you can see I have the M4 GT4 straight pipe, which literally is just straight pipe. No muffler at all, where on the Akrapovic, it has a big muffler and also has a resonator, where the M4 GT4 just has this little H pipe in here. And for those of you wondering, I actually had to get my car inspected while I had it back too. It's one of the reasons I had to get it back. And I actually passed inspection with this. They didn't question it at all, which I was kind of surprised about, but I was really glad that they passed me, so that worked out well. Alright, so at this point the Akrapovic exhaust is fully installed. Now, one thing that you may have noticed is that the OEM BMW M4 GT4 exhaust does not have flap actuators or flaps. My flap actuators are actually in Horsham, Pennsylvania at AWE. So we don't have those hooked up, but otherwise everything else is hooked up. So let's start it and see how it sounds. So that's what it sounded like on our initial startup. Now, it wasn't a true cold start because we just got back from driving the car with the GT4 exhaust on. Keep in mind, it does not have the actuators in there, so if you hear a little bit of rattling, the valves are just kind of rattling around because we don't have anything securing them. So that being said, we also don't have anything that's holding them open. So right now they're actually closed, so I'm going to see if I can manually open them, and then we'll try to rev it some more. All right, so now we're going to try to rev again. What we did is we zip tied the valves open, so hopefully they actually stay open. I'm not sure if they will or not, but let's see how it sounds like this. So the zip ties worked. As you can hear, with the exhaust valves open, this sounds incredible. I'm not really feeling the sound of it with the valves closed, but it's just because I'm probably used to this GT4 exhaust, but with the valves open, it sounds so good. All right, let's take it out on the open road and see how it really sounds. So right now we are on some back roads with this Akrapovic exhaust, and I don't know if you can tell from the cabin, it sounds unreal. And you know what the best part is? No drone. It is so tame while you're driving. So right now we're going 60 at 2,500 RPMs. If I upshift, we're at 2,000 RPMs. I don't really hear anything. Let's go down to fourth. I'm at 2,800 RPMs, third. There's no drone. It sounds so refined. Definitely not the loudest exhaust, but you have to remember that when you're driving an F-Series BMW specifically, I mean really any BMW, they're so well insulated that it sounds so much better from the back of the car than it's ever going to sound from your driver's seat. But the way this exhaust sounds, it sounds so good. I kind of wish I had more than a week to enjoy this exhaust. We just did some flybys where Zach was on the side of the road and just got me going by a couple times, and then we did launch control just like we did with the GT4 exhaust. And I can't wait to hear how that sounds, because it always sounds better from outside and behind the car than it does from this driver's seat. I will say this exhaust is not a cheap exhaust, but once you put it on the car, you completely understand why. The other thing that we haven't really talked about on the last exhaust and this exhaust, I am on stock downpipes, and then we just have a boot mode stage 1 tune. Let's see if I can put my window down. Get a little more of that sound in here. Oh, it's so fun. All right, so what we're going to do now is we are going to pull over, and we're going to take my microphone and we're going to tape it to the back bumper and try to get some more driving shots so you can hear what it sounds like past that initial launch. Because when you do flybys and whatnot, it sounds really cool and then it's gone. Where when we tape the mic, it should sound really good. We don't have a wind muff or anything for it, so it might get a little windy, a little crazy, but I think it's still gonna sound really good. All right, so I'm gonna clip this on here, so hopefully this doesn't fly around too much. So as you've seen now and heard from different perspectives, from standstill flybys to actually having the microphone mounted to the back of the car, this exhaust is a total package. It looks great and it also sounds incredible. And there's no drone. I mean, driving around at normal speeds, even 50, 60, 70 miles an hour, there's no real drone when you're just cruising on the highway. One thing to note, if you are installing a titanium exhaust, whether it's a Akrapovic or any other brand, this might kind of sound funny, but after you're done installing it, wipe it down with some WD-40 Otherwise, what's gonna happen is if you have fingerprints and whatnot, it's gonna burn them into the exhaust, and if you need to resell it or anything over time, your fingerprint's gonna be there for life. So hope you didn't do anything bad. So once again, my name is Brian, that's Zach. Thanks for watching Kies Motorsports. If you like our videos, give us a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe and check us out at KiesMotorsports.com. If you're interested for an incredible sounding Akrapovic exhaust and more, be sure to visit us at KiesMotorsports.com, which we're gonna have a link for down in the description. Once again, my name is Brian, that's Zach. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.